Are you tired of struggling when you lose some weight and then you just gain it right back? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why you've been regaining the weight in the past. Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Chaney, and I specialize in helping people lose weight with a plant-based diet. But most importantly, I help them focus on transitioning their self-image when it comes to their food home. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So one of the main reasons why you may have been regaining weight over and over again in the past is because of your food home. This is why this is very important. This is why I say you must start identifying this, because if you don't identify it, you will never truly be able to take control of your weight or your health. And so you may be like, oh, Jason, I don't really understand how important is my food home. Your food home is a GPS. This means when you go on diets, you get off of that GPS and then you're starting to feel like, oh, I'm missing these foods. Oh, I can't wait till I eat these foods. And once you get off your diet after you lost some weight, you go straight back to the foods that's actually keeping the weight on. The beautiful thing about finding out your food home is once you start identifying it, you can replace those foods with healthier versions. And look, we all want to be healthy. I understand you're doing your best to eat healthy, but there's a lot more into eating than what we think it is. Most of our eating is actually unconscious, meaning we're not aware when we're eating. And because most of us don't track our meals, we don't do any type of deal of understanding how we eat, how much food we eat in a day, how much money we're spending on food a day, we never have a clue of this. And look, I'm going to be straight honest with you. These other weight loss people out here, they're not telling you this. These diet programs not telling you this because they want your money. They know that subconsciously you're going to go right back off this diet. You're going to go right back to eating the foods that keep getting you fat, that keep getting you, having you feeling bad, not having any energy. And then you're going to go right back to them and spend money with them again. This is what I'm trying to save you from doing. The time and hassle of spending money over and over again, trying to get the same result when you can just get the result one time and move on to the next thing. And so really think about it. Like, how long have you been setting New Year's resolutions around weight loss? I can be honest with you. I did it for about 15 years. Even when I was in the military, I was setting New Year's resolutions about weight loss. I was so busy focused on trying to lose weight. I wasn't focused on other things like how can I make more money? How can I start getting more streams of income? Things like if I was focused on that when I was in my 20s, should I probably be a multimillionaire right now today? Like, think about it. Because we keep focusing on the same thing over and over and over again, not getting the result that we want and that we need, we're not focused on other areas in our lives that we can be improving. And the thing about with success is, if you want to be successful with weight loss, you need to focus on one thing. And the main thing that you need to focus on is, what are you eating? Like, you can go to the gym and work out all day long, but it is not going to be able to work off as if you're eating too many calories. If you're eating a bunch of junk food and you're not aware of it, you need to start eating real food. 95% of Americans, most of their diet is consumed with junk food, meaning they're crap they're buying from a grocery store, crap they're buying from a convenience store. You know, you're just reaching for it and you can just eat it right away in your car because you're so busy. You're so busy that you're not taking the time to actually figure out, what am I eating? What am I not eating? And this is why most Americans are having this problem. And because our food home is an internal GPS, it will guide us to the foods that, whether we want them or not, it's going to guide us to the foods that we're used to eating. So I'll give you an example. Like, when I used to go to work every morning when I was working at the post office, I would stop at Jack in the Box and get breakfast sandwiches. Like, that was part of my GPS. I had to rewrite that. I had to change that. And I didn't figure it out until I started tracking what I was eating. And yeah, I remember I spent over 2 years tracking my food. So like, this is why I am the best at this. I know exactly what I eat on a daily basis. I don't have to think about what I eat. And I took control over what I eat also. And until you start taking control of what you're eating, you're not going to be able to get long-term results. And just ask yourself, do you want to keep getting results from a diet, or do you want to just get long-term results and focus on the next thing in your life? And if you want to focus on the next thing in your life, start identifying your food home now. Yes, it's going to take some work. Yes, I'm like giving you an action step to do. You're probably like, damn it, Jason, why I got to do the work? Because if you don't do the work, you're not going to get the results. And this is why every diet has failed you. It doesn't have you do the real work. The real work when it comes to change in any form or faction in our life comes up here in our mind. You have to change your mindset. If you keep a diet mindset, that's a microwave mindset, meaning, oh, I'm going to do something for a very temporary time, for a temporary result, and then I'm going to go back into the suffering that I once was, keep living in that suffering for a couple of years, then go back to another temporary thing. You know, that's microwave mindset. Things do not come fast. Success does not come overnight. If you study the most successful people in the world, past or present, you will see they did not get it overnight. Thomas Edison tried over 1,000 times to make the light bulb. Like, how many people quit? After 2, 3, 4 attempts, he kept going. When people was like, oh, you're crazy, you failed 1,000 times. He said he saw 1,000 ways of not to do it. Do you get that? That is a different mindset. When I was 550 plus pounds and people was telling me, oh, you'll never be able to lose the weight. That was their mindset. Where my mindset was, I'm going to figure out and do what the hell I need to do to get it done. Those are two different mindsets. And if you don't change your mindset, you will never change your life with anything in life, especially with weight loss and especially with if you're trying to be healthier. Because all of us have been pre-programmed before we even had a chance to make a decision on the foods we eat, on the type of lifestyle that we have. So you have to start taking control and start deciding, what do you want for your life? Stop eating the foods just because like, oh, these are the foods that I grew up on. Who gives a damn? What do you want for your life? If you've been eating these foods that you grew up on and you're fat, if you're unhealthy, if you have illnesses that you don't want to have anymore, try getting rid of the foods. Stop blaming, oh, it's because of my dad, it's because of my great-grandparents or whoever that they gave me these bad genetics. You're eating the exact same food that they ate. So why wouldn't you have the exact same genetics that they eat? Like, we have to start changing the way we approach our health and our weight. And if we start making these changes, we'll start seeing the results that we want. It's not about, like, here's the biggest thing that most people have. The biggest problem, they see me and they're like, oh, Jason, I'm trying to do like you. Don't try to do like me. Do better at what you're doing today. You cannot jump into where I am today. Like, it's just impossible. We're not even in the same ladder of health. You believe health is one thing. I know health is another thing. We don't have the same beliefs when it comes to health. So you cannot just transition from, oh, Jason, from where you are to where I am. It's impossible. You must start taking the steps. And as you start taking the steps, you climb down that ladder that you think what health is and start rebuilding that ladder to what you want your health to be. That's how you're going to actually get success in it. And so I hope you got some value from it. Hit the like button if you like this type of content. If you know someone who could use this type of information, go ahead and hit the share button and share it with them also. And also, if you want to be able to just keep listening to this type of content, just go ahead and click the link up above or below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can see more videos there, videos I don't post always on Facebook or LinkedIn, depending where you're watching from. But you can see more of my content there. And I also give a lot of different things like how you can start getting iron naturally in your diet. How can you get more calcium in your diet? So if you're someone that's struggling with brittle bones, like you need more calcium. What are ways you can start eating more calcium? Like all of these things take action on your part. Like until you take the action, you start eating the foods that's going to help you get better. You're never going to start feeling better. So I hope you got some value from it. Just hit the like button again, and I will see you tomorrow. Stay supercharged.